Hi, I'm Pete Clark from the Autism Infocast. Today we're looking at social stories and comic strip conversations, which are two fantastic visual tools that help autistic people understand social situations and emotional concepts that they might not otherwise understand. Have you ever wished for a straightforward guide to a situation that just felt too complex or confusing? Well, for many autistic people, traditional verbal explanations, just talking things through, can actually be really hard to process, which leads to confusion and anxiety. So today I'm going to explain how these visual tools work, why they're so powerful for bridging that communication gap, and how you can create your own to help improve social understanding, reduce stress, and build independence. So, what are social stories? Well, they're basically short, personalized descriptions of a specific social situation or skill or concept. They're written and illustrated in a clear, reassuring, and literal way, designed to provide information about what to expect, why things happen, and what appropriate responses might be. They aren't meant to force a change in behaviour, but rather to inform and prepare the person, giving them a sense of safety and predictability in a new situation. So, for example, a social story about a doctor's appointment might look like this. Going to the doctor's office is important for my health. My mum or dad will take me to the doctor. We will wait in a waiting room which might have other people there. When the doctor calls my name, I will go into a room with them. The doctor might ask me questions and look at my ears or throat. This helps the doctor make sure I am healthy. When the visit is finished, we will go home. My mum or dad will be proud that I was brave. That's a social story. It's very simple, it's very direct, and it sets all the right expectations. By breaking it all down into concrete, factual steps, the person knows exactly what will happen, which reduces the amount of fear or anxiety they might feel about something that's basically unknown at this point. So, what about comic strip conversations? Well, these are a visual tool that uses simple stick figures, little matchstick men, with speech bubbles. And what they do is they make abstract concepts like emotions and intentions a bit more concrete. They help autistic people understand social cues and hidden rules by mapping out exactly what's happening, what's being said, and what's being thought throughout an interaction. So you can use stick figures to represent the people. You use speech bubbles for what's being said out loud, and thought bubbles for what is being thought but not spoken, which is great for explaining those hidden social rules. You can even use colours to represent different emotions, like green for happiness or good ideas, or red for anger, maybe blue for sadness, possibly even yellow or orange for fear. Imagine a scenario where a friend is frowning and quiet. So, to help an autistic person understand what's going on there, you might draw a comic strip with 4 panels. In the first panel, you draw a friend with a frowning face and a blue thought bubble saying, I feel sad because my game console broke. In the second panel, you draw the autistic person asking, Are you okay? You look quiet, with a little black thought bubble representing fact finding. In the third panel, the friend explains the broken console, and in the fourth, the autistic person responds sympathetically with a green thought bubble saying, My friend needs some comfort right now. So that visual map helps the person to learn and recognize the situation and decide on an appropriate kind response. So, whether you're creating a social story or a comic strip conversation, a few principles will make them much more effective. Okay, so always personalize them using the person's name and familiar settings. Set it in their real life. Use positive language, focusing on what they should do rather than what they shouldn't do. Keep the language simple and avoid jargon or idioms or figures of speech that could be confusing. Make sure your visuals are clear and simple and not too cluttered. And remember that repetition is key. Read them regularly so the information really sinks in. Most importantly though, involve the autistic person themselves in the creation process so the tool is meaningful to them. These tools have some amazing real-world benefits. They make social rules feel more concrete. They help people read situations more effectively in future. Providing predictable information lessens the fear of the unknown, and it significantly reduces their anxiety. So you can use them to teach new skills, from hygiene routines to using public transport. And as people gain that understanding, they can participate more independently, which is a massive boost to their confidence and self-esteem. Finally, these things provide a shared reference point. It makes it so much easier for people to express their feelings and for others to understand them. By using these kind of strategies, people like parents, educators, friends, family, therapists, everyone can provide much more meaningful support and build a much greater understanding, and also help autistic people navigate their world with much more confidence and therefore success. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe now on YouTube and follow Autism Info Centre on social media, or visit autisminfocentre.org for free autism news, articles, books, videos, podcasts, resources and courses. See you in the next video.